This hypnosis routine is brought to you by Room for One More, a comic series which you can see at www.ottercomics.us. Hi, I'm Oren Otter, and I'll be your hypnotist today. The purpose of this routine is to allow you to transform to your own senses, that is, into a chimera. Now, there are many types of chimera. By definition, each one is artificial and therefore unique. There is no set form for chimeras, so for this one, I have chosen the template of Serendipity, the chimera who appears in the comics Banzayaki and Little Chimera Tales. Now, this one is especially difficult because it requires a really good imagination. And of course, hypnosis, that is, being hypnotized, is an acquired skill that takes time to learn. So if you don't get the results you want the first time, I encourage you to keep trying. I intend for this routine to be a lot of fun. This is a narrative routine, which means I'll take you through a story, and you'll be transformed within the course of that story. It's also a no-wake routine, which means I'm going to leave you in trance at the end to come out in your own good time. So be sure to do this when you have the time to devote to it. As always, I'd like to give you my reassurance that going into trance is as safe as sleep. I can't make you do anything you don't want to do. You'll be in charge the entire time. You'll be in complete control, and if at any time you don't like what I'm doing, you are free to stop the whole process then and there. Now, I'd like you to be as comfortable as you can for this process. I'm going to take you into a state of deep relaxation, so I would like you to be lying down or sitting down in a position where your head is supported. If you should feel the need to move, to scratch an itch, shift your weight, whatever, I want you to be as comfortable as you can, so you go ahead and do that. Otherwise, just lie as still and quiet as you can, and just let my words do all the work for you. Now, if you're ready, we'll begin. I would like you to start by focusing on your toes. Just make sure that each of the muscles in each of your toes is as relaxed as it can possibly be. Just let each of the toes, from the little toe on the outside of each foot all the way to the big toe, is completely relaxed. And as you relax each muscle, you're going to notice a sensation of warmth spreading out from under each toenail. And that sensation of warmth is going to steadily climb up your body. And as you relax each muscle group, that warmth is going to come up and help you to relax even more. You can feel it coming up into your feet now, helping you relax every muscle in your foot, just making everything as peaceful and comfortable as it can possibly be. Just feeling so good as you relax every muscle from your ankles down, just feeling so very good as that warmth penetrates through the muscle all the way down to the bone, just making everything feel completely relaxed, completely peaceful and good. And as that warmth comes up past your ankle, up into your lower leg, you can feel all the muscles in your shins relaxing, all the muscles in your calves, all the way up to your knee, as that warm, pleasant energy soaks in through the muscles all the way down to the bone, just making everything feel so good as you just let go of all the stress, let go of all the tension, let go of all the worries and cares of the day, as you just listen to the sound of my voice and feel good. Feel totally relaxed as that warm, pleasant sensation comes up into your upper legs now, coming up past your knees, into your thighs, up into your buttocks, going all the way down to the bone, making everything feel so good as if you were stepping slowly into a nice, warm tub of water, just feeling so pleasant, so relaxed, letting go of all the stress, letting go of all your cares, just letting that warm, pleasant sensation come up into your abdomen now, making all of the muscles relax, and feel good, completely calm, completely peaceful, penetrating your muscles and your organs, just making everything relax and feel good. No tension, no stress, just feeling so very good. And now you can feel that same warm, pleasant energy starting to radiate out from underneath your fingernails, coming up through your fingers, feeling so good, as if you just came in from the cold and you're dipping your fingers into a sink full of warm water. It just feels so very good. Relax all of the muscles in your fingers. Just let all of the stress go. Let all of the tension go. And let the muscles in your hand relax as that warm, pleasant energy comes up past your knuckles toward the wrist, making all of the muscles in your hands just let go of all the stress. You can feel it coming up into your lower arms now, just feeling so good, penetrating through the muscles all the way down to the bone, making your muscles totally relax. So peaceful, so good and calm and at ease. And as that warmth comes up from your abdomen, up into your solar plexus and into your back, just feeling so good, you can go ahead and let all of the muscles from there down completely relax. You can feel that warm, pleasant energy rising up into your upper arms and into your chest, as if you're sinking down into a wonderful, warm hot tub, just feeling that pleasant heat caress every muscle, penetrating your skin, penetrating your muscles, helping each and every one to relax. Just let go of all the stress, let go of all the tension as you listen to the sound of my voice and let my words create your reality for you. You can feel that warmth coming up into your back, into your shoulders, and into your chest, making the pectorals relax, the shoulders, and your shoulder blades penetrating all the way down to the bone, just feeling so very good as it fills you up to the collar, feeling so very relaxed and peaceful as you let that warm, pleasant energy come up into your neck, relaxing all the muscles of your neck, making you feel so good, so relaxed and calm as you just listen to the sound of my voice. Let all your worries slip away. Let all your tension and stress and cares just disappear as you let that warm, pleasant energy come up into your chin now, coming up and penetrating your jaw all the way up into the ears, letting that warmth rise up to the level of your mouth, causing all the little muscles around your mouth to relax, coming up into your cheeks, into your nose, making all of the muscles just let go of all the stress, let go of all their tension, feeling so good as it comes up to your eyes, making the muscles around your eyes relax and let go, feeling so good as it continues to fill you up to the level of your eyebrows, into your forehead, all the way up to the top of your head now. You can feel that warmth in your entire body, just making everything feel so good, so completely relaxed and peaceful, so at ease and calm, feeling so very good. The only muscles that are doing any work right now are the ones that you're using to breathe. So go ahead and take a deep breath And each time you take a deep breath, I want you to go ahead and open your eyes. And when you breathe out, you can go ahead and close them again. Open your eyes with a deep breath and close them again as you breathe out, breathing in more of that warm, pleasant energy and breathing out the last bits of stress and tension, just feeling so good as you continue to breathe deeply, opening your eyes a little bit less each time because your eyelids are getting heavier and heavier each time. It feels as if tiny weights are being added to your eyelids. And as you breathe out, it becomes just a little bit easier to close them each time. Breathing in, opening your eyes a little bit less each time. Breathing out and letting them close a little bit more easily. Breathing in more of that warm, pleasant sensation, and breathing out your last little remnants of worries and cares, just feeling so very good as you continue to breathe deeply and listen to the sound of my voice, just feeling so wonderful as you drift further and further down into that blissful state of trance. You're doing very well now, going further and further down, just floating like a feather down into that wonderful state of trance. And if you'd like to close your eyes now, you can go ahead and let them close, let them lock shut, because it just feels so good to completely relax as you continue to breathe deeply and listen to the sound of my voice, letting my words create your reality for you as you drift further and further down, just going deeper and deeper, feeling better and better the deeper you go, feeling so very good as you just listen to the sound of my voice and relax completely. And now, if you want to try to open your eyes, you can try, but you'll find that you're not able to open them because it just feels too good to completely relax. Going deeper and deeper into trance as you continue to breathe deeply and listen to the sound of my voice. You're doing very well now. You've gone so deep into trance, just relaxing and listening to the sound of my voice. And I'm going to help you to go even deeper. I'm going to count backwards from 10 to 1. With each number I count, you're going to be able to go 10 times deeper into that wonderful state of trance. And when I reach 1, I'm going to snap my fingers and tell you to sleep. And each time I do, you'll be able to go further and further down into that wonderful state of trance. 10, beginning to go down now. 9, further and further with each number I count. 8, going deeper and deeper. 7, just feeling better and better. 6, letting go of all of your cares. 5, just listening to the sound of my voice. 4, going deeper the better you feel. 3, and feeling better the deeper you go. 2, nearly there now. 1, sleep. You're doing very well now, going deeper and deeper into that blissful state of trance as you continue to listen to my voice and sleep. Feeling so very good now, going further and further into that wonderful state of trance, just going deeper and deeper as you listen to my voice and sleep. Feeling so very good, going further and further down, further and further into that blissful state of sleep, going deeper and deeper, feeling so good as you just relax, listen to my voice, and sleep, going into a deep sleep, deep, deep sleep, very deep sleep, completely deep sleep, sleep, deep, deep sleep. You're doing very well now. You've gone as far as you can go into that wonderful state of trance, and I'm going to help you to go even further yet. But to do so, I'm going to have to wake you up so that we can go even further. 5, starting up out of trance now. 4, becoming a little more aware of your surroundings. 3, starting to open your eyes. 2, nearly awake now. 1, fully awake, fully aware of your surroundings. Go ahead and stretch your muscles if you need to. Get comfortable. And we're going to go back down in just a moment. After we just take this quick stretch break, we're going to start back down to trance as I count 10, going further down now. 9, 100 times further with each number I count. 8, further and further. 7, going so very deep now. 6, doing so very well. 5, feeling better the deeper you go. 4, going deeper the better you feel. 3, just going so very, very deep. 2, almost all the way there now. And 1, sleep. You're doing so well. Just a little bit further as we go deeper and deeper into that wonderful state of sleep. Going further and further down, just floating like a feather as you go deeper and deeper into that wonderful sleep. Going further and further down into that blissful, relaxing state of sleep. Further and further down, just feeling so good, doing so very well, and going so deep as you continue to listen to my voice and sleep. Further and further into sleep. Deep sleep. Deep, deep sleep. Very deep sleep. Going further and further to sleep. And now that you're fully entranced, I should let you know where you are. You find yourself at a Halloween party. You were invited on very short notice, and you didn't have a lot of money to go out and buy a costume. So you grabbed a bedsheet and you went with the standard white ghost costume. There are lots of people at this party, and yet, for all the people there, it's a fairly dull party. Not much excitement until someone arrives with something very special. On the table next to the punch bowl, he lays 3 items. The first is a small stone tablet with some Egyptian writing on it. The second is a small gold ring, and the third is a bright green crystal, about the size of your finger. He explains that these objects have been enchanted with spells that will enhance everyone's Halloween costumes. He invites everyone to come up, pick an object, touch it, and have their costumes enhanced. The first person to come up is someone wearing an open-faced dragon costume. He chooses the green crystal, and when he touches it, everything immediately changes. The fabric of his costume changes to scales. The fabric closes around his face, forming the head of a dragon. His wings, which were just sort of flopping, now move very realistically. He looks as though he actually transformed into a dragon, and you wonder if perhaps he has. The second person is dressed as a transforming robot with a costume made of corrugated cardboard and aluminum foil. He chooses the ring, and when he touches it, he seems to grow to twice his original size. The cardboard is transformed into gleaming metal, and with but a thought, he is able to change himself into a luxury sports car. This is absolutely amazing. The third person is a girl dressed as a fox. She touches the Egyptian tablet, and when she does, all of the wrinkles in her fursuit seem to smooth out as it melts into her skin. She becomes smaller. Her tail swishes back and forth, and her whiskers twitch. You absolutely have to try this, and it's your turn now. Which one will you choose? Naturally, you choose not to choose. You want it all. And so, you grab all three simultaneously. Perhaps that wasn't such a wise decision, because you can feel energy from each of these items flooding into your body. Time seems to slow down in the room around you as the transformation begins to take place. The first thing you notice is that your costume, your white bedsheet with eye holes, disappears completely. This is quickly followed by your shoes, then your socks, your shirt, your pants, your underwear. You are left standing there completely naked. But your thoughts quickly turn away from any embarrassment you might be feeling and focus on your left foot, because the nails on your toes are changing. They're becoming thinner, longer, pointed, hard and sharp, changing into 5 long, sharp claws. These claws retract into your toes as the toes themselves change shape, rearranging themselves. The big claw becoming smaller, moving higher up on your foot to become a tiny dew claw. The rest arranging themselves into the shape of a paw. Your heel raises up off of the ground as your foot becomes longer and longer, changing into the leg of a lion. But something completely different is happening to your right foot. The nails on 2 of your middle toes are becoming thicker and thicker and thicker, dominating your whole foot, changing it into the hoof of a goat. And your right foot becomes longer and longer, changing into the hind leg of a goat. The changes continue upward on both legs, transforming your calves, your knees, your thighs. On the right, into the leg of a goat, and on the left, into the leg of a lion. And as the transformations meet in the middle, something very awkward happens. You suddenly find yourself in possession of both male and female genitalia. You glance up at the clock and notice that the second hand is moving very, very slowly. Everyone around you seems to be frozen in place. In reality, only seconds are passing by, but to you, this transformation seems to be taking forever. At the bottom of your spine, you can feel your tailbones extending outward, transforming into a complete tail, into the tail of a goat. But as the two transformations battle it out, the tail of a goat gets longer and longer, transforming into the tail of a lion. But it doesn't remain that way. Your tail is becoming covered in bright green scales. And suddenly you realize that you can see behind you. You've just opened a brand new set of eyes. You look behind you and discover that your tail has transformed into a snake. You stare into its bright and highly intelligent red eyes. But as you do, you realize that you're looking up at your own human face. You flick your tongue curiously as you watch the transformation progress up your torso, becoming a strong, shaggy lion on the left and an agile, woolly goat on the right. With your human eyes, you look down at your right paw, which is changing now, growing large, thick pads on the palm and the tips of the fingers. The nails are growing longer and thicker and sharper, just like the claws on your toes did. They change into long, sharp claws, which then retract back into your fingers as those fingers change, thicken, and rearrange themselves into the paw of a lion. At the same time, with your serpent head, you're watching your right hand change. The nails growing bigger and bigger and bigger, becoming much more than claws, becoming the sections of a goat's hoof. Both of your hands become longer as the change progresses up your arms, changing them into the left front leg of a lion and the right front leg of a goat. As these changes meet up in the middle, you notice momentarily that your nipples have changed. You have 3 running down your left side, but on the right, they have transformed into an udder. For some reason, that strikes you as humorous. And as your arms continue to change into front legs, your shoulder blades slide around to the sides, your legs moving so that they are now directly underneath you as you fall to all fours. And as the transformation continues up into your head, something astonishing happens. It feels as if your head is starting to split, and that's exactly what's happening. It's not opening up. It's changing into 2 separate heads. You can feel an eye forming right on the bridge of your nose, and your nose dividing into 2 separate noses. Your mouth closing off in the middle, becoming 2 separate and distinct mouths, each with their own teeth and tongue. With the eyes on your tail, you watch the changes in your right head. You can see horns sprouting as the ears become longer and longer, and the mouth and nose stretch forward into the muzzle of a goat. The upper teeth disappear completely, the lower teeth becoming sharp and thick, the teeth of a grazer. Meanwhile, in your left head, a different set of changes are occurring. Your hair is becoming much, much thicker, growing into the shaggy, bushy mane of a lion. Your ears are becoming rounded, moving higher up on your head. Your nose becoming a small pink triangle, large whisker bundles growing underneath it. Your teeth lengthening into large, sharp fangs. With your goat head, you look over and see your lion head opening its eyes, which are now feline with long vertical pupils and bright green. With your lion head, you look over into the bright blue eyes of your goat face. Your horns have just finished growing in. You are now a chimera. Your left side, that of a lion covered in tawny orange fur. Your right side, a woolly white goat, and your tail, a bright green scaled snake. And it's absolutely amazing being able to look around the room with 3 pairs of eyes, listening to the sounds around you with 3 different pairs of ears. Time seems to be running normally now, and everyone around you is staring in astonishment.